Okay, this video I'm going to talk to you about the basics of calorimetry. In addition to the video that I shared on the internet with that very funny science teacher, I just want to summarize it as well. So here I have a cashew, and I want to find out how many calories are in this cashew. And to do that, we need to burn it the same way that your body would burn food. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. So to do that, we use a process called calorimetry, and it involves putting water into this can, which we'll call the calorimeter, and it's going to be a specific amount of water, and getting the temperature of the water, igniting the snack, and looking at how the water temperature changes. And from there we can do a series of calculations that allow us to say how many calories were given off by this burning food. So a couple of things that we need to do first is I need to get the mass of this snack. And I have a cashew here, and I'm going to get the mass of the whole system because I want to get the difference before and after burning. So over here I will get the mass of this, and it is 19.70 grams. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to put the water into the can, and I want approximately 100 milliliters. So I'm going to put it on this scale here and hit the tare button to zero it, and I'm just going to start adding the water. And I'm going to stop when it is approximately 100 grams. And I have used up all of my water. I'm going to just absorb the stuff off that did not go in. And the mass is 96.3 grams. So knowing that the mass is 96.3 grams, that number will come into a calculation a little bit later. Now I want to get the temperature of the water, and to do that I will allow it to just dangle in the water, not touching the bottom because we don't want it to get too hot. We want it to measure the water itself, not the flame. So I'm just going to let that equilibrate a little bit and get a reading. And maybe you could bring that around here and actually look at the reading from this angle. So as I'm looking at it, it is not quite 24. I am going to say, well, maybe a little more than 24. I'm going to say 24.1 degrees Celsius. Okay. So the next thing that I need to do is ignite the snack, and to keep the calories or the energy from the match out of this equation, I'm just gonna ignite it a little bit away from the can of water itself, and hopefully this will go smoothly, and it doesn't seem to be right now. I'll try that again. Nuts have high fat content, and snacks that have a high fat content will usually pretty readily ignite. And it doesn't really seem to be burning that great, so I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a flame. And then go ahead and place it under the calorimeter and allow the heat that is coming from the burning snack to be transferred to the water in the can. I'm already starting to see a little bit of a temperature increase. And I'm going to try to just center it. One of the assumptions that we're making with this is that all of the heat being produced by the burning snack is being transferred to the water in the can. And it's really a horrible assumption, actually, because I can feel the heat. If I had cold hands right now, this would feel really, really nice. So it's really not a great assumption. But this method will allow us to compare different snacks to each other if we assume that the heat is being lost in a similar way. And it is close to going out. And it has gone out. Now, oftentimes after the flame has gone out of the burning snack, it takes a little bit of time for the temperature to stop increasing, so I need to make sure that the temperature has indeed stopped rising, and it continues to go up a little bit more. And it has stopped at, I guess it hasn't stopped. Okay, it has stopped at 33.6 degrees. So that is a measurement that will be recorded. And one final last measurement that will be recorded is to figure out how much of the snack burned away. And we get a final mass of the snack system. And the mass is now 19.23 grams. I do not remember what it was originally. When I do my calculations, I'll have to go back and watch the video. Oh, it seems to have bounced to 19.24, so we will use 19.24 grams. It's probably right on the verge of the halfway point between the two. So those are the measurements we took on calorimetry. The next video, I will talk about the equations used in calorimetry, how to use the equations, and that's going to be followed up with a video on how to use a spreadsheet like Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets to do mathematical calculations for you in a very efficient way. So thanks for watching. That's all I have for calorimetry today.